Good day, and here we are with part 2 of static electricity and current electricity. Please have your pens, pencils, and paper ready to follow along with this read along. Question 1. All of the statements about direct current are true except that A. It is produced by cells, B. It reverses its direction rapidly, C. It travels in one direction, and D. It has a fixed size. Questions 2 and 3. So questions 2 and 3 refer to the following diagrams below. I have all of them. Look at them carefully. Now we're going to proceed to the questions. 2. The diagram which represents direct current from a battery is A, B, B, C, C, or D, D. Question 3. The diagrams which represent alternating current is or are A, D, B, A and B, C, A and C, D, B. Alright, so look at them carefully and pick the diagram or diagrams which represent alternating current. Question 4. All of the following are units of frequency except A, S, B, per second, C, 1 over S, D, hertz. Questions 5, 6, and 7. The diagram below refers to questions 5, 6, and 7. So you have all the labels. Good. Now, question 5. This wire is the safety wire, referred to as the earth wire, that is needed to earth appliances with a metal case. So A is A, B is B, C is C, D is D. 6. This wire completes the circuit. It is kept at a 0 voltage by the electricity company. A is A, B, B, C, C, D, D. Pick wisely, kids. 7. This device prevents current overload in the circuit. A, B, B, C, C, D, D. Question 8. The process of converting an alternating current into a direct current is called A. Personification, B. Diversification, C. Rectification, D. Oscillation. Question 9. The devices used to convert alternating current into direct current are A. Diode and fuse, B. Fuse and capacitor, C. Resistor and diode, D. Diode and capacitor. Question 10. Which gate produces the following output via the truth table provided? Look at it, analyze it. Great. A. Is it an AND gate? B. Is it an OR gate? C. Is it a NAND gate? D. Is it a NOR gate? Question 11. The item below refers to question 11. Here you have a setup. Now, question 11. The output at X, Y, and Z should be A. 101, B. 000, C. 010, D. 111. Alright, so look at them carefully and see what the output should be. Question 12. All of the following are naturally occurring elements which exhibit magnetism except A. Copper, B. Cobalt, C. Iron, D. Nickel. Question 13. Magnets are said to be dipolar because it has A. a north and a south pole, B. two north poles, C. Two south poles. D. Two types of domains. Question 14. A piece of metal can be magnetized by induction. An example of this is A. Doping, B. Tracking, C. Filtering, or D. Stroking. All of the following helps to increase the strength of a magnet except A. Adding a magnetic core to the coil, B. Increasing the size of the magnet, C. Increasing the amount of current being passed through the coil, or D. Decreasing the amount of current being passed through the coil. So you need to pick the one that sticks out the most. Alright, question 16. If current is allowed to pass through a wire passing through X, then the magnetic field around that wire is traveling A. in an anticlockwise direction, B. northern direction, C. in a clockwise direction, or D. perpendicular to the wire. So there's the direction of the current. Figure it out. Question 17. In a step-up transformer, the number of turns in the primary coil is 100, and the current traveling through it is 3 amps, while the number of coils in the secondary coil is 300. How much current is traveling in the secondary coil? A. 1 amp, B. 0.1 amps, C. 10 amps, or D. 0.01 amps. Okay, I hope you were able to answer all of the questions. Please make sure you did so before we go into the answer section. Question 1, the answer is B. All of the statements about direct current are true, except that it reverses its direction rapidly. It does not. Questions 2 and 3. The diagram which represents direct current from a battery is D, and the diagram or diagrams which represent alternating current is our A and C. All of the following are units of frequency except seconds. B and C are the same thing. D is equivalent to B and C. Questions 5, 6, and 7. The wire is the safety wire referred to as the earth wire. So this wire is a safety wire referred to as the earth wire that is needed to earth appliances with a metal case. And so the earth wire is definitely A. As you can see there, it's yellow and green. This wire completes the circuit. It is kept at 0 voltage by the electric company. So this is D. And then the device, yes, so that's a neutral wire. And then this device prevents current overload in the circuit, and that would be B. B is obviously the fuse. Now, the process of converting an alternating current into a direct current is called rectification. The devices used to convert alternating current into direct current are the diode and the capacitor. The gate produces, which gate produces the following output via the truth table? It is the AND gate. Remember, we look at the AND gate as the multiplier gate because 0 times 0 is 0, 0 times 1 is 0, 1 times 0 is 0, and 1 times 1 will give you 1. So that is how you remember it. So the AND gate it is. With this one, we have all NAND gates. So therefore, whatever an AND gate would produce, the NAND gate would be the opposite. So if 0 times 1 is 0, then you should get 1 at X. So wherever X is either A or D. So B and C are eliminated 1 time. Now Y is supposed to be 1 times 1 gives you 1. NAND gate be the opposite, so it will give you 0. So we're going to stick with A. And then another NAND gate here. So if X and Y are 1 and 0, then 1 times 0 should give you 0 if it's an AND gate, but the opposite would be a 1. So A is your answer. Woohoo! Woohoo! Now question 12. All of the following are naturally occurring elements which exhibit magnetism except copper. Correct. Cobalt, iron, and nickel are all natural except copper. All natural metals. All natural, sorry, magnets. All natural magnets. So magnets are said to be dipolar because they have a north and a south pole. Question 14. A piece of metal can be magnetized by induction. An example of this is stroking. Question 15. All of the following helps to increase the strength of a magnet except decreasing the amount of current being passed through the coil. I don't think B is really an answer, but we're looking for the best possible answer. So we're going to stick with D because decreasing the amount of current being passed through the coil will definitely not increase the strength. 16. If current is allowed to pass through a wire passing through X, then the magnetic field around that wire is traveling in a clockwise direction. So using your right hand rule, grip that wire and put your thumb towards the direction of the arrow and look at your fingers and see in which direction are they curled, and you see that they're curled in a continuous clockwise motion. Question 17. In a step-up transformer, the number of turns in the primary coil is 100 and the current traveling through it is 3 amps, while the number of coils in the secondary coil is 300. How much current is traveling in the secondary coil? So with this one we say if we have secondary number of turns over primary number of turns, the current will be flipped. So you put current primary over the current in secondary, and you look for the secondary coils. That'll be 300, that's the turns, and the primary was 100, and the current in the primary 3 amps, and in the secondary is what we're looking for. So we get 100 times 3 amps over 300. This cancel this, we're left with 1, so the answer is 1 amp. Okay, and this will end us, and I hope that you got all of the answers that I have here tonight. Wishing you the best of luck on your exams. Bye.